Now as we continue to move through the time and space of the backswing and to continue to offer you more sophistication in building your golf swing, we've arrived at the point where the left arm is parallel to the ground. And again, I'm going to ask Mike here to tell me what he's looking at when he looks at these pictures from these two angles.
Right, on the picture on the right there, again, there's no weight shift going back. The knee flexes continue to change. The left shoulders continue to move downward. The hips have started to turn more, and the hands have continued to move inward more.
Correct, Mike. So again, starting from the ground up, what you see is Mike said that the knee flex changed. The left knee bent, the right knee straightened, and you can see that that's released Grant's hips to turn, and you also notice the tilt in his belt, how it's at an angle.
Right.
Right? And we mentioned in the basic structural template how the changing of the knee flex not only allowed the hips to turn, but turn on a tilted angle. Correct?
Right. Good reference here too for where the hands are going to pass through the body. And in Grant's case, they're passing through like mid-humerus of the right arm on the picture on the left. So the hands are traveling through. You have some reference there. We prescribe you the base of the right elbow or the mid-humerus.
So you're saying the hand trajectory, if it traced the concentric circle that you're prescribing, would pass through the base of the bicep?
Correct.
Okay, now, so we talked a little bit about the knees. You can see from the front view on the knees that the left knee went down. It didn't cave inward.
Right.
Correct, Mike? So the left knee flexed, the right knee straightened.
Incrementally. You can see when you put these pictures together, it wasn't all at once, but it was incremental.
Correct. And when I mentioned the hips turning on a tilted angle, and if you look at these two pictures, you see on the left picture how the hips look tilted, but if you look at the right picture, you see how the belt looks nearly level.
Correct. That's the camera angle.
Correct. And I think that's been the root of a lot of, this is the part of the three-dimensional description that Mike and I are trying to articulate to everyone. And this is really where a lot of the discrepancies come in describing the swing. Because as viewed from the front, Grant looks like he's making a, quote, level hip turn.
Right.
Which he is not, obviously. He's turning his hips on a tilted angle. But from the caddy view, it may look to someone like the hips are staying level because of the three-dimensional analysis we demonstrated to you previously.
Right.
So we've worked our way up from the knees to the hips, up to the shoulders, and we can see here that the shoulders are continuing to turn a right angle to the amount the golfer is tilted at the setup. And what that's allowed Grant to do is to keep his head still.
Correct.
Correct?
Yep.
And in keeping his head still, Grant can keep his vision or his eyes on the ball. If at any point during this backswing he had stopped doing the left tilting, extending, and turning, what would have happened to his head?
His head would have moved out of that box.
One way or another, right?